Welcome to class PM. The previous class we have studied about the types of charge which are produced due to rubbing. We have seen so many activities where we have seen by rubbing a cloth over a balloon or over a straw, we produce a charge which is actually considered to be a positive charge. And the charge of the other object is said to be negative charge, where you have seen that these charges, as they are unlike, like positive charge and negative charge are unlike charges, they try to attract each other. But whereas the charges which are like, that means it is not like hitting like on your YouTube or Twitter, like when they have the same charge on both the objects, then they do not attract each other. Instead, they repel. That is according to the law of that is according to the law where you can see the charges get attracted if they are unlike, and the charges get repelled, or the objects get repelled when they are alike, right? So this class, let us learn about transfer of charge. Now you people might have a question like, is this something which can be transferred from one place to the other place? Obviously. See, I can say that these charges can be transferred. Now, how do you accept that these charges can be transferred from one object to the other object? To understand this in a better way, let us do a small activity for which you need a jam bottle, a cardboard, a refill, and then you need a paper clip, an aluminium foil. Now these are the requirements, or these are the materials which are required to prove that charges can be transferred, right? So let us do an activity. Now what you're supposed to do is take an empty jam bottle. So after you eat, definitely you'll throw the bottle, right? So instead of throwing it, you can use it to do this experiment. Take an empty jam bottle and take a cardboard which is a bigger size of, so that you can cover the mouth of the jam bottle. So see that the size of the cardboard should be bigger than the mouth of the jam bottle. Now take a paper clip, and you see that there is a connection between the two clips, right? Detach the string which is present between the two paper clips. Now what you're supposed to do is take this paper clip and insert it into the jam bottle by piercing a hole on the sheet of cardboard. Say like, if this is your jam bottle, right? Now insert the paper clip by piercing a small hole on the cardboard which you have used to cover the mouth of the jam bottle. Now what you do is rub the refill over a silk cloth. See that even you hang the aluminium foil. See, you have taken the aluminium foil, right? Try to hang the aluminium foil, strips of small aluminium foil over the paper clip. Now what you do is rub the refill on a polythene cover or a silk cloth, and try to bring the refill towards the mouth of this jam bottle. Try to touch the string which you have used to insert the paper clip. Now what do you observe? As you place the refill over the string which is used to hang the paper clip, gets wide apart. Why does this paper clips go wide apart? That is because the charge which is obtained, or the charge which is transferred from the refill, is the same charge which is present on the paper clip, or the aluminium foil which is wrapped around the paper clip. That is the reason you see when you bring it closer to it, the paper clip moves wide apart. So this shows that the charges are equal or like. That means we know that the like charges will definitely repel. So that's the reason you have seen that the paper clips move apart or move wide apart. So this aluminium foil receives the same charge as of that of refill. So such a device is actually used to know whether the body gets charged or not. So this is said to be an electroscope. What is this instrument said to be? Electroscope, which is an instrument used to know whether the object is carrying a charge or not. So electroscope is an instrument which is usually used to know whether the body or an object is carrying a charge or not. So from this activity, you might have understood that charge can be transferred from one to the other, from one object to the other object. So this is how you can say that the charge is transferred from one object to the other object. If I have to repeat the experiment if I wanted to repeat the same activity using some other material which has an opposite charge than that of aluminium foil. So when you bring such material towards the mouth of the jar, definitely you see that the clips get closer. That means the aluminium foil wrapped clips get closer because the charge on the aluminium foil clipped, the aluminium wrapped clips is different as that of the charge which is been provided over the surface of the lid. So this clearly tells us that charges can be transferred from one object to the other object. See, the process of transferring charge from a charged body to the other object. See, when, as I've told you, when you try to bring different charges towards the mouth of the glass jar, you immediately see that the paper clips either repel or attract, right? When you touch the paper clips with your hand, you see that they get repelled or they get attracted. That is how, because the charge from your body is getting making the paper clip you lose its charge. That means it is discharging. It is discharging. So such a process where you see that the process of transferring charge from a charged body to the earth is said to be earthing. Right? So the process of transferring charge from the charged objects to the earth, from the charged objects to the earth, is called as earthing. See, generally when it is raining heavily, we generally speak that switch off the fans, refrigerators or television or air conditioners so that the electronic devices doesn't get damaged, right? So why, and we know that sometimes our parents say that don't worry, there is a earthing provided to our building so that there is no damage caused. That means during this lightning or during this thunder, what happens? The charge from the charged body, right? What is a charged body over here? The lightning has a charge, right? The charged body, the charge is transferred from the charged body to the earth. So that is the reason the earth takes in the charge. That is the reason your electronic devices remain safe, So, but usually we have a habit of switching off what you call this electronic devices during a thunder or lightning. So this is how you can say that transfer of charge can be done from one object to the other object.